On August 4th, 2025, the airwaves fell silent as Britain mourned the loss of Michael James Whale. A radio legend whose bold voice and fearless spirit shaped broadcasting for over 5 decades, at 74, James passed away peacefully in a Kent hospice. His battle with kidney cancer, which had spread to his brain, spine, and lungs, coming to a gentle close. Known for his provocative style and unapologetic candor, James was more than a broadcaster. He was a companion to millions, a provocateur who sparked debate, and a devoted husband, father, and friend. From his early days as a DJ in London's discos to hosting the James Whale radio show on ITV, he became a cultural phenomenon, blending humor, controversy, and heart. His life was one of resilience, marked by a 50-year marriage, a second love found amid loss, a legacy of charity through the James Whale Fund for kidney cancer. Today, we honor James Whale's remarkable journey, his cause of death, age, family, net worth, lifestyle, and biography, a story of a man who lived loudly and loved deeply, leaving an indelible mark on the world. James Whale was born on May 13, 1951, in Oley, Surrey, into what he called an ordinary middle-class family. His father, David, ran S&R Whale, a Brixton factory making dresses and aprons, while his Welsh mother, Anne Price, was a professional ballet dancer who brought grace to their home. The youngest of 2, with a brother named Keith, James grew up in a household that later ran the Green Man pub in Oley. Yet a chance encounter with a DJ at a London pub changed everything. Inspired by icons like Tony Blackburn and Johnny Walker, James took a DJ training course with WNES, spinning records at the Bird's Nest in Moswell Hill, and even at a venue in Sweden. Those early days, filled with music and ambition, set the stage for a career that would redefine British radio. His childhood was one of grit and dreams, a boy from Surrey who found his voice in the hum of a microphone. James' broadcasting career began in 1970 when he landed a gig as a launch DJ for Radio Top Shop, an in-store station at the Regent Street store. By 1974, he was hosting an evening talk show at Metro Radio in Newcastle, pioneering the Night Owls program that captivated Northeast England with its lively nins. His charisma and quick wit shone through, and he moonlighted as an actor, appearing in Z-Cars. In 1982, James joined Radio Ira in Leeds, hosting a late-night talk show that evolved into the James Whale radio show. By 1988, it was simulcast on ITV, a groundbreaking move that turned his Friday night broadcasts, technically Saturday mornings at 1 a.m., into a national sensation with guests like Steve Coogan and MP Jerry Hayes. The show drew over 1 million viewers and cost TV £15,000 per hour to produce. James' provocative style, inspired by American shock jocks like Howard Stern, made him a polarizing figure. He moved to TalkSport in 1995, hosting a nighttime show until 2008, when he was suspended for urging listeners to vote for Boris Johnson in the London mayoral election. Stints at LBC 97.3 and BBC Radio followed, and he relaunched The James Whale Show as a podcast and on talk radio, earning the inaugural Trick Recognition Award in 2023 and an MBE in 2024 for his contributions to broadcasting and charity. James' career was a tapestry of bold moments and cultural impact. His ITV show in the late 1980s became a phenomenon, blending music, celebrity interviews, and fiery debates. He released 2 singles in 1987, The Y Rap and Wrap It Up for Christmas, showcasing his playful side. In 1993, he launched Whale on 4ITV, followed by The Blue Whale on Men and Motors. His appearance on Celebrity Big Brother in 2016 brought his outspoken persona to a new audience, where he clashed and charmed in equal measure. James' confrontational style, criticizing guests like Derek Ackern and David Ikerned, him both fans and detractors. In 2018, he faced suspension from Talker Radio for ridiculing a guest discussing her sexual assault experience, a moment that sparked debate about his approach. Yet his ability to connect with listeners, whether through humor or heated debate, kept him a fixture in British media. He hosted his final podcast, Tales of the Whale, from a hospice in July 2025. Sharing poignant moments with his wife, Neen, his voice a testament to his enduring passion for broadcasting. James' lifestyle reflected his vibrant personality and deep roots. His net worth, estimated between $1 million and $5 million, came from his long career in radio, television, and podcasting, bolstered by appearances on shows like Big Brother. He lived in Kent with his wife Neen in a home filled with warmth and their beloved dogs, whose photos he often shared online. James loved the buzz of live radio, the thrill of engaging with callers, and the camaraderie of the studio. He was a car enthusiast, often reminiscing about his days driving to gigs, and enjoyed simple pleasures like pub visits, a nod to his parents' days at the Green Man. His charitable work was profound. After surviving kidney cancer in 2000, he founded the James Whale Fund for Kidney Cancer. Now, Kidney Cancer UK, raising hundreds of thousands for research. James' advocacy came from personal loss. His first wife, Melinda, died of lung cancer in 2018, and he spoke openly about the disease's toll. His life was a balance of public bravado and private kindness, a man who lived for the microphone, but cherished quiet moments with family. Family was James' anchor through triumph and tragedy. He married Melinda Maxod in 1970, a partnership that lasted 48 years until her death in 2018. They had 2 sons, James and Peter, and 2 grandchildren, Oscar and Ella. Melinda, a vegetarian and businesswoman, was James' social media advisor and a pillar of strength. Her diagnosis in 2017 devastated James, who shared his grief on Twitter, writing, "The thought of losing her is so painful." After Melinda's passing, James found love again with Neen Lamont Brown, whose husband Simon had also died of lung cancer in 2020. The two met through their spouse's shared consultant, bonding over loss in a local pub. They married in October 2021 in a romantic ceremony at Tenterden Town Hall, attended by 40 loved ones, including friend Lizzie Cundy. Neen, who called James nothing like people assume, was by his side through his cancer battle, recording his final podcast with him. James was survived by Neen, his sons and grandchildren, who carried his legacy of love and resilience. James' final years were defined by his fight against kidney cancer. First diagnosed in 2000, he had 1 kidney removed and was given a 50/50th chance. But he defied the odds only for the cancer to return in 2020, spreading to his brain, spine, lungs, adrenal glands, and pancreas. By May 2025, James stopped treatment, sharing on his TalkTV show with Ash Gould, "I'm at the end of my cancer journey." He moved into a Kent hospice where he found peace. Writing in his final Daily Express column published hours before his death, "I feel at peace here, even though I'm not religious." The hospice's care, complete with cocktails and pet visits, seized his final days. On August 4, 2025, Neen confirmed James passed very gently with a smile at 74. Tributes poured in from TalkTV, Mike Graham, and Dan Wooten, who called him a provocateur and a good friend. His final podcast, where he whispered, "I love you" to Neen, moved listeners, with one ex-post hailing him as a broadcasting titan. James faced his illness with the same boldness he brought to the airwaves, leaving a legacy of courage. James Whale's life was a symphony of bold ideas, heartfelt connections, and unyielding spirit. From a Surrey boy spinning records to a radio icon who shaped late-night talk, he broke rules and built bridges. His James Whale radio show was a cultural touchstone, his charity work a lifeline for cancer patients, and his love for Neen, his sons, and grandchildren, a testament to his heart. At 74, his passing marked the end of a journey that began with a microphone and ended with a smile, surrounded by love. His MBE, his Trick Award, and the millions who tuned in are proof of a life that resonated far beyond the studio. As Mike Graham said, James wasn't just a broadcaster, he was a companion. If James Whale's story of passion, controversy, and compassion has touched you, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Let's keep his voice alive, echoing through the airwaves he made his own. Thank you for joining us in celebrating James Whale's extraordinary life. Until next time, let his spirit inspire you.